Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, mother, can you keep them in the dark for life? Can you hide them from a waiting world? Oh, mother, father.
Welcome to Privileged White Male Radio. We got a limited amount of time today, so I'm going to jump right in here. I'm sure by now you've all heard about the big shooting in Orlando. Sure looks to me like our freedom is being exploited, doesn't it? I said this back even before the shooting in San Bernardino took place. Radical Islamists are using our own freedom against us. This guy, a supposed upstanding American citizen with no real blemishes on his record other than being on a terror watch list. You know, I guess, call me crazy, I would think that would be a blemish. Apparently it's not. It doesn't keep you from becoming a security guard. It doesn't keep you from becoming licensed to conceal and carry, apparently, from what I've read and understand and what I hear. Mentally ill, probably. Connected with ISIS and radical jihad, radical Islamic activities, probably, yeah. I think we can all agree on that. So what laws could we put in place that could have solved this problem and kept it from happening? That's what everybody's talking about today. What are we going to do? We got to figure something out. It's ridiculous. There needs to be more laws. Trump, of course, is going to ban Muslims. Now, that wouldn't have helped in this case either, now would it have? Fighting over who's saying what. Well, Hillary won't even say the word. Barack Obama won't even say the words radical Islam. Who gives a shit anymore? I mean, yeah, there was a point in time where that may have been relevant, but at this point, it's really not relevant when you got 50 people dead. When some lunatic can just walk in and pick them off like fish in a barrel. We thought San Bernardino was bad. And this is absolutely horrific. But this is what happens when someone who seeks to destroy us figures out how to do it from within. It makes perfect sense to me. You look for weaknesses. And they found our weakness, and our weakness is the fact that we are about as free and open society as you'll find. But he was interviewed, there was nothing, we couldn't find anything on him. The FBI interviewed him twice and nothing. They didn't find anything. Yeah, that's what we're up against, folks. Those are the kinds of people that ISIS will use. Don't be retarded. ISIS isn't going to go find some criminal who has a record. Going to find somebody who's made statements. They're looking for people who are sympathetic to their cause that are clean and pure as a wind-driven snow. That's how it works. Now. Well, we need more gun laws. Yeah, there's been plenty of talk about that. Gun laws, and they'll talk about mental health, and they've talked about need to vet these people. I mean, and this guy wasn't even... There was no vetting process for this guy. He was American. Timothy McVeigh style. Born here. One of us. One of our fellow Americans decided that they believed in this cause so much, and again, due to mental illness, probably. No, he was bipolar. He beat his ex-wife. Yeah, that's what bad people do. And then it's just all of it. The LGBT club. It was an LGBT club. That matters. Why? Well, because, Rod. Because it's do you understand? They were targeted. Yeah. Radical Islam hates homosexuality. They hate it. They hate that part of our lifestyle here in the United States of America. They hate how accepting we are of sexual things. They have a sex issue over there, in case you didn't know. They have a lot of sexual issues. Religion. You really think a religion that makes their women completely cover themselves except for their eyes may have a problem with, I don't know, anal sex? Same-sex marriage? You think? Of course. And yes, it's tragic that this particular group of people were targeted. Simply because of who they are. The bottom line here is, they were targeted because they're Americans. First. Read a story. This guy saw two dudes kissing. He lost his shit. Decided to go get a gun and shoot up some club in Orlando. That was the motivation. Pledging allegiance to ISIS. This isn't hard to figure out. We really need to complicate it further by making it about the LGBT community. And what is the LGBT community going to say about this? That's what I'd like to know. What's their stance? These different groups that have been very vocal, about, things like shops that won't bake them cakes, shit like that. End of the world kind of stuff, right? So what are they going to say about this? How vocal are they going to be about this? Are they going to come out and stand against... Are they going to make some kind of statement against radical Islam now? You're going to march? You're going to have some kind of a march and protest the fact that they've been targeted by this religious group? Or will the focus turn on the good old US of A? The government. Straight people. Whose fault will this be? Where will the blame be placed? That's really what I'd like to know today. My day is screwed up here, so I'm short on time. I got just a few minutes between times I got to be in and out of the truck. So I just figured I'd jump on here quick. Yeah, security is great. More security, more vetting, more background checks. If you're on a terror watch list, you probably, I don't know, shouldn't be able to get a gun. I guess that's one way that's a good place to start, don't you think? Hey, I'm on the terror watch list, but I'd really like to purchase this assault rifle. No, I'm sorry, sir. You're on the terror watch list. That'd be a real fucking good place to start, don't you think? I'd like to apply for your job as a security guard. No, sir. You're on the terror watch list. I'm sorry. Sounds really simple, but for some reason, didn't happen. For a moment, let's just forget about the fact that this happened in an LGBT nightclub. We can go back to that a million times later, but for now, let's just forget that. Let's stay focused right from the very beginning. I've heard countless politicians come across today, and we need to go about exactly what we've been doing. We need to come together. We need to just go about our lives. Otherwise, ISIS wins. Bullshit. Go about our... That's what we've all been doing. It hasn't worked so far. Go about our lives? Yes, we go about our lives, but we need to do a little more than that, don't you think, Mr. Politician? We need to do a little more than just go about our daily lives. Hey, if you see something, say something. Well, nobody fucking saw anything. There was nothing to say. The only people that saw anything were government officials. They didn't do shit. Talk down to me and tell me that we're supposed to go about our daily lives? Only one way to fix this. There's only one way to truly solve this in the end. Security isn't the answer. More laws are not the answer. They may be a part of it. That is not where the solution to this problem is going to be found. The solution to this problem will be found in one place, and it's a place I don't believe the American people have the balls or the guts to go at this point in time. And that's sheer and utter defeat of radical Islam. That's it. It's not going to die. It's not going to go away. It has to be defeated. It has to be wiped off the face of the earth. Anything short of that, this will continue. There will be more people who will fall prey to this and pledge their allegiance to this cause that they believe in. They're true believers. They're religious believers. No, I'm not saying we have to wipe Islam from the face of the earth, so don't misunderstand me. But this form of radical Islam that seeks clean people to commit atrocious acts against Americans, doesn't matter if they're black, white, pink, purple, gay, straight, doesn't matter. Americans, fellow citizens. An extremist sect of this religion that believes that this is what their cause in life is has to be done away with, or this will continue. No matter how much security, no matter how many more laws, you can ban guns till you're blue in the face. It's going to change this. All right, I have to go load more soybeans and shovel. Thank you.